that we want to share with everybody out there that maybe is either vegan curious, or maybe you are a vegan and you just kind of want to shake things up a bit. So I will just start just start off with one little thing here. And this is something new that I discovered at Costco the last time I was there, which was only a few days ago. Organic seaweed clusters with super seeds. Did I get this right? Organic seaweed clusters with super seeds. And it's got a little 2 thing for spicy. These are very good. They're gluten-free. Has anybody tried these?
What kind of seeds? Looks like pumpkin.
It's pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, quinoa, and seaweed flakes. Really, really good. Almost too good. I was snacking on these late last night while watching a movie. So now, Eileen, I know you mentioned that you had something, maybe like some kind of crackery thing. Did you bring that?
I don't know. We'll see how it works for seeing. Have you seen these?
Yes.
From the ground up.
No, I don't think so.
They make a bunch of different kinds of things, but I happen to really like these cheddar crackers. Surprisingly, I found out about them because I was in a buy nothing group and somebody had bought them and didn't want them and gave them to me. And then I was hooked.
So what's a buy nothing group? Talk to me about this.
Yeah, I got soy milk. I got almond milk because of that. I got like 4 things of almond milk because this woman didn't want it. I'll take it.
I know buy nothing is amazing. So it's basically like a local, super local group. And they have it on, it's like you join it, you have to be in the neighborhood. And then they assign you to the right neighborhood group on Facebook. And people, the deal is that there's no money exchange. So you have something that you want to give away, you are looking for something. I mean, it's awesome. I have to say, especially when you try to move and you want to get rid of stuff.
It's like Free Cycle. Do you remember Free Cycle?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is almost kind of like, so it doesn't necessarily have to be food then. It could be other items then.
No.
Oh.
And even gift of time. Yep. So if someone needs help, like raking their yard, who just had surgery.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm looking for the gift of time, or I'm very skilled at XYZ. Does anybody need help with this?
Yeah,
I've like just a giving.
I've like done help somebody with a computer issue or whatever before on there. Answer questions about it, and a lot of and you get to know people. Like you end up being kind of connecting, which is the whole point, is you connect with people.
Yeah. Oh, so this could be great for someone that has needs someone to watch their cat or their dog, and then you can.
That I'd be kind of careful with, but yeah. But okay. Yeah, you can. I actually use Nextdoor a lot for giving away a lot of free stuff. In fact, I gave away we had these pet steps for my dog. He doesn't use them anymore because he's too old to even get up the steps. So, and it was given to us 15 years ago. From Free Cycle or whatever. So, this woman had a little chihuahua and she said, I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Wow. Okay. So Eileen, so this is something that's not necessarily Facebook oriented, or that's where you find it, or tell me the name again.
It's a Facebook group.
Okay.
But you join it through their website. You have to prove that you live in the neighborhood.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's super local. So usually, you can usually walk to any place it's that local. Wow. That's what I did anyway. I just was able to just walk to whoever's place and pick up things, and then people come and pick up things from you. Sometimes we meet somewhere occasionally. But yeah, I mean, I that's how I furnished my space.
Oh wow!
Where I was renting before. I furnished it twice, and I got rid of everything twice, all through buy nothing.
Wow!
I barely bought anything for the room I was renting. I was like, I know I'm going to leave it, so why would I want to spend a lot of money on it? So yeah. I got bookcases. I got desks, nightstand, lamps. I mean, really, pretty much everything you could need.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So I love myself a bargain, and I have actually housed part of my house by just dragging things from the corner. Like people put in Portland, this is a very popular thing. I don't know about where Penny lives or Donna, but people just put stuff out on the side of the street, and we've done it too. We've just donated it to just whoever wants to have it. And I have dragged desks and all kinds of things home to my house. All right, let's go back to the vegan part. Deanna, what do you have today to share with everyone? And hello, Penny.
So I actually collected two things to share. The first
Yes.
is the tool that I got at some event.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it is plastic, but if you like pineapple, this is a game changer.
It is
because you cut off the top of a pineapple, stick this in the middle, and then twist it, and it will core it, slice it, and peel it from the outside. And so when you're done using it, you have sliced pineapple ready to eat.
Where did you get
without
that?
all the labor of, peeling off the sides, getting that really tough core out of the middle. So yeah,
Nice.
it's a super cool tool. So
yeah,
where
Donna,
did you
you
get
can
it?
even sometimes they sell those even at grocery stores.
Oh,
But you could
yeah.
probably get it at like
like a kitchen
Target or
supply
any place like
store,
that.
maybe Fred
Yeah,
Meyer.
yeah. And
Yeah, I
I've
have no
seen them in
idea.
metal though. But I've got a plastic one as well. But
Yeah, I've had this for years, so I'm sure they make them out of better material. But I've used it a few times and it's hasn't broken, so that's good.
yeah, it works really well. And so like you said, you cut the top of the pineapple off, and sometimes it's a little bit tricky to get it started. You have to use a lot of oomph. And but once you start to get it to start twisting down, it's really good at taking that whole core out. Sometimes, have you noticed, Anna, like it depends on like the size of the pineapple. Sometimes it's good at scraping most of it out, but other times sometimes you have to kind of slice it in half. And I like to get every little nook and cranny out.
Yeah.
So I kind of, but for the most part, it gets most of it out. It's just incredible.
Yeah.
You just pull it, and you got to again use like that and I don't know about you, but I go down all the way till I hit bottom, like I can see the thing starting to come out the
Yeah,
bottom.
or I mean the length of it.
Yeah,
as far as you can go.
yeah, and then okay,
Yeah,
Penny, have you used one of those before?
No, but I'm very excited about it. Fresh pineapple is one of my favorite things. And when we moved to where we are in Florida right now, we went to an ethnic market and they have a pineapple coring machine.
Mm.
Wow.
We are in awe of that thing because you just give they have fresh pineapples there. You just put it in the machine and then, it does all the work and then gives it to you. So.
And it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to get pineapple, because when you get it cut up, they charge like
Right.
something
Yeah.
crazy, which I'm lazy and I'll pay for it. But
Yeah, and those cores, I can't remember. I think I may have spent like $8 on mine or something like that, and
Yeah.
it was a while ago. But it is, I have seen the metal ones. They probably are a little bit sharper, but it's surprising that plastic does the job that it does. But all right, Dana, what else did you bring today?
The brand, just for reference, is Professionals. Is what it says on the handle. Professionals.
Oh,
So
I found
what?
I found a metal one.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
$13.99 or $8.99, depending on which one you get.
That's not too bad.
Different size. So the other thing that I was going to share, so I can have a pretty full life often, and I don't really like shopping in general. So I tend to be a type of person who will consume things in my refrigerator and freezer before I do big trips again. I like to clean off all the shelves before I do a big grocery trip. But then there are days where I'm like, I have nothing to eat in my house, or I do not want to spend an hour cooking something. And so my mom, who's a pet sitter in Arizona and is often away from her house, started using Purple Carrot and earned a free box, shared it with me. And so the last 4 months, I get it once a month, just 2 meals It's like 50 or 60 bucks. And it comes with a recipe book. So it's very nice because you get all the ingredients for what you want to make, or you can get pre-made meals that you just heat up if you want that. But it's great because there's like recipes in these books that I have really liked and would make again. And one of them, if you like spice, is this spicy gochujang flatbread.
Ooh.
So it's like a cream cheese. Gochujang is a Korean spice. And it's got kale and green onions on it, and super good, flavorful with vegetables. I haven't liked all the recipes I've made, but the ones I have, I've been saving them to make my own recipe book because you never have too many recipes.
Oh my God, I have a
Even though I
recipe
have several
from it.
cookbooks I haven't made all the recipes from yet. I'm going to come up with more recipes.
I love that idea. And that red paste, I love that. So are you buying the red pepper paste already made up? Is that how you're doing
So
it?
when it comes in purple carrot, the gochujang comes as a paste. I bought the powder mix at Realm Refillery, which is our zero waste store in Portland. So I have the gochujang
I don't know about
powder
that. Wait,
in my
Deanna, tell
spice
me,
cabinet too.
where is this? Where's this zero waste place?
It's on Broadway, near 20th in Northeast Portland. It's called the Realm Refillery. It's a cute little store, totally zero waste. You can bring your own containers or use theirs, but everything's in bulk. Or I've been doing laundry sheets instead of laundry detergent. So they just come in a cardboard box and it's just like a square sheet for each load of laundry. So it's a good way if you're trying to like be aware of waste, keeping things out of the landfill. The downside with purple carrot, it does, sauces come in containers, the things come in plastic bags, but I reuse all of that at least once. The little containers make really good toiletry containers for like toothpaste or
I've done that before with them.
That's the one downside from a waste perspective, but of course I'm saving them in a pile because I cannot throw them away.
Wow. Okay. And so the last thing I want to ask you about, Deanna, is that sometimes you get these ads, like on Facebook or whatever, and it'll say like a friend of yours that has recommended this thing. So every time I see an ad for imperfect veggies, perfect, it's something like that, your name pops up. Deanna likes it.
That's interesting.
Yes. So do you order from them? And if
so, I used to.
Okay.
Back when they were all plant-based.
Really?
Yeah. What? I used to order from them ages ago. Like, it's been a long time, but yeah, when they first, I think they were kind of new at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, they were great. I liked it.
For me, I stopped doing it because then they started offering meat and dairy.
Right.
And for me, it was like, I can just go to a grocery store and get the same things. Whereas when they started, it was like saving blemished or damaged fruits and vegetables from the landfill. They were a vegan company.
Mm-hmm.
And the convenience was nice because I've done CSAs before, but I'm a picky eater. And so if I'm going to get squash in my box, I don't want squash. I like when you can pick and choose and kind of customize. Purple Carrot is an all vegan company. So all the recipes are vegan. Like I said, it's really creative stuff that people, even myself who cooks quite a bit, like combinations I would have never thought of. So I've done imperfect, but I only did it maybe for 4 or 5 months and it was years ago. So that's funny that my name is still attached.
I know, very interesting. And one of the reasons why I want to ask was like because I always thought it was just fruits and vegetables, and now I keep seeing these ads where it's popping up with meat. So now that makes more sense. Donna, let's go to you. What did you bring for us today?
I like popsicles.
They're popsicle Neapolitan,
like ice cream bars
made out of oat milk. I just found it the other day. I'm like, oh my God, I just finished the box off. Actually, I think I might have one more. But yeah, it's by Good Pop. Good Pop has a lot of good popsicle stuff.
Oh. So, but it's made from oat milk. So is it? Can you show the box again? Is it like a little cone? Does it come in a cone, or is it just
it's like
a pop-up?
It's like a popsicle.
Oh yeah.
I see.
So it's oat milk, fair trade cane sugar, coconut oil, strawberry puree, pea protein, sunflower oil, fair trade, vanilla extract, guar gum, sea salt, sunflower lecithin, You know, it's got all the other, it's good. I mean, it's not good, but it's good. You know, it's like
The summer
You
is
want a
good.
treat.
got
Yes.
chocolate in it. That's all I care about.
Do you just
It's
get
not
it
a
at your regular grocery store or like a
Yeah,
co-op or
I
natural food
think I
store?
got it at Whole Foods actually. I'm not sure.
Okay.
No, I might have got it at My Organic Market, which is like an East Coast thing.
Okay.
Oh, is it called My Organic Market?
We call it Moms.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an acronym. My
Yeah.
Organic
Yeah.
Market.
Yeah, it's funny when I put it in the GPS, it's looking for my parents' house. But
how funny.
You're
Wow.
on the East Coast?
yeah, it's on the East Coast. It's mostly in the Maryland, DC area, Northern Virginia, but they started, I think, in Philly, and I think they have one in New York now. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It's a small chain.
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool. Okay, Penny, what about you? What did you bring today?
So Trader Joe's frozen meal, the green curry. So it's delicious and it has these little strips of tofu. It's
Oh, really?
I like soy.
yeah, they're tofu sheets is what it
Yeah.
says. And these are some of the least expensive frozen, like high quality frozen meals that I've ever seen. Trader Joe's never ceases to amaze me on vegan options that are like very cost effective.
Wow. Now, okay, so you said tofu sheets. That's interesting because I don't know if it's the same thing, but this is something I pulled out today to show. And it's these dried bean curd sticks. Have you guys ever seen these things?
Oh no.
No.
So I bought these well, I bought these one other time and to experiment with. And what I had read about these was that kind of like other dried soy products, you soak them in water first. But what somewhere years ago I found a recipe where it was where they were barbecuing these as like vegan barbecue ribs kind of thing.
Oh,
And so I saw these again at the Asian market. I thought I'm going to try this again, but the first time they didn't come out. They weren't. I don't know. Obviously, I did something wrong. So I'm thinking maybe I might fry them up in the air fryer now that I have an air fryer because I didn't have one back then. So, but has any of you guys ever experimented with these before? Okay.
Not the sticks, but the sheets. The
Okay. So the sheets. Now the
soy
sheets are like. So it seems like these are like many sheets.
They're like sheets, just dehydrated. It looks
Yeah.
like.
So what did you do?
Whereas
with
when you buy the soy sheets, at least when I have, they're not dehydrated, but I think you can still buy the sheets themselves dehydrated too. But I've only bought them
Oh.
hydrated, like ready to prep and use however you want to use them.
And what did you use for the sheets? I mean, I know people use it around like sushi with the rice inside of them. What did you use them
Yeah,
for?
so I found a recipe to do like a Philly cheesesteak and use the soy sheets as the meat filling. And then I watched a few videos of folks that make like chicken drumsticks, just layering the sheets. I don't have a working oven, so I think that required baking, but I like strips in a Philly cheesesteak. Apparently that's not authentic. It's supposed to be crumbled. I prefer it in strips. So it actually worked well as like a meat substitute in that sense. And I think I might have put it in like a stir fry or something just to experiment more.
Okay, so the sheets, did you get them like in an Asian market and were they wet? Like how were they not dried?
So I actually got them at one of our local discount markets called Everyday Deals. And I was just like, this looks interesting. I don't know what it is. I'm going to buy it. It's vegan. And then I was like, what the hell do I do with this? Let's Google. And so, yeah, so I make wontons a lot, like cream cheese wontons. You know how those come in the package that's like, I don't know, 3 inches by 5. That's how these soy sheets came. And I believe it was just one solid sheet, like layered. So probably 50 sheets. So then I just kind of sliced them into strips, sauteed them in the pan with, I don't know, I probably did like liquid smoke, soy sauce, probably some sort of savory but like pepper. Keep it mild because Philly cheesesteak is also the bell pepper and onion. But yeah, I think they're pretty versatile, just like tofu is, where you can really flavor them in different ways. But for that first attempt, I was just like Googling recipes, what sounds good to me that I can make, that I would eat. And let's try that.
Do they need to be refrigerated?
Yes, after they're opened. Well, even before they're open. When they're hydrated. When they're dehydrated, obviously they're not.
Maybe I could get dehydrated tofu sheets to travel with, so I have, like, this is my problem. I keep leaving stuff behind because I'm traveling all the time, and things that need to be refrigerated, they were just going bad. So I quit. I quit taking them with me because, like, what was the point? So I've been looking for good things that I could travel with. And so I would have something to eat when I get wherever, instead of worrying about trying to get something there.
Yeah, like soy curls and stuff, you could use that as well.
Yeah.
Penny, though, I want to know, so in that thing that you got, it's with the tofu sheets. How are the tofu sheets in that?
So they're in squares, and it's layered. And that's it. This is actually the photo of.
Oh, yeah. So it's like pieces of wonton, really.
Yeah. And then Trader Joe's also sells just the tofu sheets in the frozen section as well, in the same place.
That. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add that to Trader Joe's list. I don't go to Trader Joe's all that often, but I do have a little list on my phone for when I do go.
Yeah.
We have a new one. I've never been, I don't know why. I just never really got the whatever for Trader Joe's, but we got a new one that's pretty good actually. It's just hard to park.
Yeah. They're not designed for like regular grocery store parking.
What is that? Is that because they want you to walk there? I mean, I couldn't walk there. It'd be too far, but.
No, I don't know. It's always been that way though. Well, actually, I'm sorry. That's not true. The first Trader Joe's I ever went to was in Tucson, Arizona. And they went into spaces that were already existing. And so the parking there is normal. But every other place I've been, unless they went into a strip mall that, already existed, if they were able to stripe their own lots, they stripe them more narrow than the rest of the place. There's one in Tampa that is right in the middle of the city, and they have to have like an employee working the parking lot because it's so crowded. And all the businesses in the area have signs saying, no Trader Joe's customers, you cannot park here.
Oh my God. Yeah. And my understanding is Trader Joe's does not take out debt. So they always have the money to buy each one of their stores. So I think that they probably are looking for something that's economical, and usually, because I know one here in town, they first took over, what was it, the Dollar Tree that was there or something, and then they finally moved to this other location. But it's always tricky. Like in San Francisco, sometimes there's like a line going out the door, and then it goes downstairs, and then they route people around, and yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so I've got a couple more things before we close. And anybody here Jewish? All right, we got
the tribe.
Okay. So
the tribe is here.
So I'm I guess you'd call it partly Jewish. I don't know what you'd call it.
Is your mother Jewish or is your father Jewish?
So my father was Jewish, but now it turns out after we've done the DNA and all that kind of stuff, my mom's side of the family totally Jewish. They just Yep. So I guess I'm 100% now. But so I grew up having matzo ball soup. I've always loved matzo ball soup and matzah. Making matzo ball soup as a vegan has been challenging. I've tried all kinds of different ways, but whenever there's a Jewish holiday and matzah meal goes on sale, I buy it. So I got this one at a discount, and then I saw this on the discount rack for $1.57, and I'm like, I got it. I'm going to just have 2 of these now. So, because I'm such a bargain shopper, but I got to figure out what else to make besides, I mean, sometimes I've coated things. You can make potato latkes, you can make matzo ball soup, but anything else? Matzo cake? Have you ever heard of matzo cake?
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to try
Watch
that.
out.
Oh,
Matzo,
What is
watch out making matzo cake. I'll tell you that.
don't do it or yes? No. Okay. What
Do
else can
it.
you make out of matzo?
I don't know, but you know
Um,
what? Sometimes Jewish food is not, I don't know. Do you know the comedian Sebastian Maniscalco?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen him do the thing about when he went to Passover to his wife's house for Passover?
Oh, I think so, but tell me.
You have to watch it. He goes into this whole thing. He's like, the Jewish food, oh, get the Italians to cater it. We'll be fine.
Well, I would like to think that my matzo ball soup does have great flavor. I have not been able to get them super puffy. I've tried using tofu. I've tried like all these different things, but they always look more like tonsils than matzo balls. So but I'm on a path to somehow becoming the best matzo ball maker. But I was hoping maybe there's something else you could do with this. I mean, sometimes you use this instead of panko, to like
Yeah.
But there's got to be something else you could do with this.
Have you Googled it?
Maracas? I mean, what else can I do with this? Eileen, what else? No,
there's a kugel. You can make a matzah kugel.
Oh, okay.
My mom was always trying to figure out what to make with whatever was left over. So
What's a kugel?
It's a noodle dish, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you can make it like for Passover, you make it with potatoes. So it would be a potato matzah meal kugel.
Oh, yeah. So it can be like savory or it can be sweet. Like sometimes I don't remember for some reason pineapple being in it.
For Passover, it would be savory. But other times when my mom made it, she made it sweet with
I kind of remember that.
like an apricot jam.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
And on another note, I have a friend that I just met. We first met several years ago online. She's from Israel. She was in DC for some Jewish function, and I met her for an event. And she said, "Yes, the Jewish the kosher food in Israel is a lot." She put it this way: "Is a lot different than it is here."
Well, in America, we don't have a ton of variety when it comes to that. But
I thought it was pretty. She was very polite.
Yeah.
It's much better, is what she the things, and it's really interesting because you have both. You have here in US, you mostly have the Eastern European Jewish recipes, where Israel has way more of a mix.
More Mediterranean
style. Mediterranean and Eastern European, and then sort of like a fusion of the two. And so you get this really different kinds of foods. And it's entirely different there.
I just like how polite. She was so polite about it. Like it's not like it is here.
Well, maybe I can make a matzah meal bagel. Maybe I can do like a
That'll work.
I don't know. We'll see. The game Hide the Matzah. There was a Hide the Matzah. I could use this also on a if I go get lost in the woods, find looking for the matzah.
Breadcrumbs.
Right. Yeah, your trail.
And you'll feed the animals that way if they want it.
Yeah, I don't think that's good for the animals.
No, probably not. No. All right. So before we adjourn, I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to introduce who they are and what their business is. So let's start with Eileen, who's been here before. Eileen, tell us who you are, what you do, and who you serve.
So I'm Eileen. I have a business called BizTech Ninja, and I help online businesses and some offline who are working online with all their tech needs, email systems, email marketing, tech troubleshooting, websites, all the things you need to make your business run that kind of make you crazy because of the tech.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And you're also a digital nomad. So we were talking about how you're coming from a different place in Oregon this time than last.
Yep.
Deanna, tell us about you. What do you do? Who do you serve? And all those good things.
Yeah, so Deanna again. I live in Southeast Portland. I'm a local real estate broker in town. I've been licensed since 2015. Residential land, condo, all that kind of stuff. I'm also pretty involved in the community, running a few small nonprofits in town. So often volunteering many hours each week.
Yes. And which vegan ones are you involved with right now?
Yeah, so the two vegan ones that I'm involved with right now are ones that I co-founded. One is called Northwest Animal Foundation, and we host pop-up bake sales to raise money for animal shelters and sanctuaries around the world. So each sale is a different beneficiary. We just donated $600 from our last sale to a local dog rescue in town. The other one is Try Vegan PDX, that's been around since 2007. We're an organization focused on building community. So if you're new to town, new to veganism, we try to organize events where you can meet other people, hopefully build friendships, get the support you need, and learn some recipes, cool gadgets, whatever.
And I know that I've tabled with you a couple of times at Pride. Are you going to be at Pride this year? Or, I've been out of town for 3 weeks. I don't even know. Did the Pride Festival already happen? It hasn't,
No,
right?
it's like in July of this year.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And yes, I'll be at Pride, but with the real estate company where I hang my license at now called Proud Realty.
Oh.
None of the nonprofits I'm involved with on a regular basis are tabling there that I'm aware of. So
Okay. All
I'll
right.
be there, but with
I've got
somebody
my
else.
Pride shirt on. It says the first Pride was a riot. Bam, 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 because it was a riot.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
All right. Penny, what about you? Tell us about you.
So I am a CPA for creators, and I do tax strategy for them. And I am an RV nomad.
Mm.
Yes. And hopefully maybe I'll get to see you later on this year at one of the events. So
Yeah,
be
in
very fun.
October.
Yes.
Are you in your RV right now?
I am.
Nice. Looks very comfortable.
Where are you heading next?
So we're doing an East Coast tour. We're in Central Florida now, and ultimately our goal is to we'll travel slowly, but we'll go to the Hershey, Pennsylvania RV event, which is it considered to be one of the largest RV events, and I have all kinds of so a lot of my ideal clients are RV creators, and so I will have an opportunity to meet them in
That's
person.
cool.
I
Well,
didn't
if you come
not
to
know that. I thought
Maryland,
most
let
of
me
your
know.
people were in finance. Okay. So oh, very interesting. Okay. I have to talk to you about what's that place in California that doesn't cost any money? Slab City. I saw
Oh yeah.
yeah, I saw somebody that was an RV person that did a whole thing about Slab City. I wonder if this is one of your clients. Okay. Possibly.
If
Or
you
could
come
Yes.
to Maryland, let me know. Because I'm in the
yeah.
Maryland. I'm on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So Donna, tell us about you.
So I'm the owner of Green Earth Travel. Been vegan for a gazillion years. I also run a once a month puppy mill support group for people who have adopted dogs that had behavioral problems. Now, a lot of the shelters do this kind of work, but we just do it once a month just to check up with people who have these dogs that don't know what to do with them because they're, they need some help.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing for the past, I don't know, 15 years since I've had my dog. He's almost 17 now.
Wow.
So, yes.
Oh, wow. I did not know that you were involved with that. That's very cool, Donna.
Yes, I was instrumental in helping to get the pet stores to stop selling dogs and cats in Maryland.
That's
Good.
awesome.
So
Wow.
we're the second state, I think. But yeah, still ongoing.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, thank you so much. Okay, so and then I'm Heather Zeitzwolfe, and I've started this new channel called The Savvy Frugal Vegan, and I'll be doing all kinds of things until I figure out what the heck I want to do with this, you know? And do people want to know about how to cook? Do they want to know how to budget? Do they want to know how to start a business? Tell me so that I know what to put out there. So tune in next week on the 19th. We're going to be doing another one of these shows. If you'd like to participate, please hit me up. You can find me on Instagram at Savvy Frugal Vegan. And any last words from anybody here? You want to say any closing things? All right. Well, let's give it a wave and say goodbye to the folks in the audience. And thank you so much for participating today. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.